How's she going today, everybody? Well, we're in the 4640 here, and Antoine is over there with the 4440, and we spent today getting the tractors ready and pulling out the harrows. We got both sets out. The one set I haven't used for, it'll be creeping up on 3 years for sure now, but it needed the arms there, those upright arms. Where's my finger? Those upright arms that they've got chains on them, and that's what holds the your chain gang in place. And your harrow, well, your whatever you want to call that, the harrows. There's a chain on 4 corners on it, and then 2 on the lead up to the toolbar itself. And that's what keeps everything in place. But the 4640 here, we had winter oil in it, so I put good old 1540 in it for the summer months here. Some good heavy oil. And the 4440, it didn't need anything except to get greased. So I guess we're going out to the soybean stubble here that we disked in the fall around the yard. And I just want to try to harrow it. The disc made a few ridges as it was so wet. When it would throw it back together in the gangs, or in the middle of the gangs, it made some humpty-doos in it. So before I seed canola in it, I want to try to smooth that off. I'm probably going to have to open the harrows for Antoine because he just can never quite seem to get it on his own. But anyway, the harrows behind the 4440, those are 60 feet. Those are Herman harrows. And the harrows I have are 70 feet, and they're Summers harrows. And they're just a little bit newer, and they're actually what Herman harrow became a little bit further down the road. They turned into Summers harrows, so they're both basically the same thing. And 4-bar harrows on it. They're just a spring tooth harrow. They're not for doing anything real aggressive, but they'll beat the piss out of nice dry stubble, or they'll drag a bit of dirt around. What they're really good at doing is if you have flax straw and you got to rake it up, they're really, really good at raking. So what you do to open these is you make one turn real fucking sharp like this. You get one wing opened up, and then you cut her back the other way, and then you stop like that, and they're both half open already. See, Antoine there just went, oh right, that's how you do that. So now we back up nice and slow. Look at them big bastards open up. There, and then you stop. And they're a little bit past being straight. And that's so you can hook up your your cables. There's 2 cables you run to the hitch from the wings. And that's what holds them out. So I'm gonna get them flipped out, and then we'll see if it's good enough to harrow. It's really cold today. I think it's going to be a little bit too froze to do much, but I figured to hell with it. We're at the goddamn yard basically, so it's not very far away to go try it. So we'll see what happens. I guess I'll talk to you here in a minute. It's actually doing a surprisingly good job. The only thing I'm concerned about is if it's going to try making bunches and rolling the soybean stubble, or if it's gonna kind of break it up and just drag it out, or what it's gonna do here. So I'm gonna go for a little ways and we'll find out. So I guess we'll find out shortly. I see Antoine stopped. I'm not really sure what he's having issues with. It's probably bunching up on him, I'd imagine, but this will probably be, yeah, it's making some fucking rolls there, so it's gonna probably be more of a tomorrow afternoon kind of a job if the sun wants to shine, and that fucking shit will be a little bit more dried out, and I won't want to bunch up and drag like that quite so much, I hope. Otherwise, I'll have to lay down the teeth so it's not quite so aggressive. There's quite a few settings on these for just how aggressive you have them. The more you have them stood up, the more they'll want to bunch and collect the stuff and actually want to drag and move the dirt. And the more shallow you have them, they'll just kind of, well, lay flatter and they won't grab onto the stuff quite so much. So we'll have to see here if it's just doing it because it's cold and shitty out and no sun, or if that's just what they're gonna want to do. But I guess we'll find out. And then I'm gonna also try and figure out my Trimble. Quite a few of you guys told me how to do it, and then a couple of you actually shared a link to where I could print it off, the book for it, because I never got a book with it. And I printed it off, and it's actually got all the information in it that I needed. So a big thank you to everyone who helped me out with that. So anyway, I'll talk to you here in a few more minutes, I guess. It's not doing as good a job as what I hoped. You can see making some lumps. They're not big lumps, but this is going to be canola, and canola can't handle anything like that at all, trying to push through it when it's emerging. So I'll have to see. What I'm trying to fix is that disc. When it was wet, like I said, it made those ridges. I don't know if you can see it in the middle. See those ridges? I was hoping it would smooth that out. I mean, it it sort of is, but it isn't all in the same breath. So it's fixing one mess and creating a bigger one. So I've got a couple ideas Dad was discussing with me there, trying some different things maybe. I'm gonna leave it for another day or two. Hopefully this goddamn freezing almost outside with a 40-mile-an-hour wind goes away and things will improve a bit. But I guess that was our first attempt anyways at seeing what we could do. I mean, up on the hill it was doing all right. It wasn't really making any lumps, but then you get over here, I don't know if it's wetter over here or what. You can see that, like, damn shit. Anyway, I guess it is what it is. Hopefully it dries out and gets sunnier, but if not, I don't know what to do. Pretty early in the year yet anyways. I mean, it's only the 11th of April. Usually it's you're looking at the 20th before you're doing any real work, moving dirt or anything out in the field. So we're plenty early to be trying anything. But like I said, everything was ready and we were right beside the yard, so it was worth a shot. And if it worked, great, we'd be ahead of the game. But if it didn't work, well, we're not out of anything. So anyway, I guess hit that like button, subscribe for more, and I guess we'll talk to you guys later.